All gangs are groups, but not all groups are gangs. According to the National Network for Safe Communities, an exclusive focus on gangs, which is often understood to include things like organization and leadership, will exclude groups that can still contribute to violent crime. It is the time of year when crime typically heats up. But Lieutenant Dombrowski with South Bend Police says that there's been a decrease in violent crime this year. But still, the great majority of the violent crime is tied to gangs in South Bend. Dombrowski says a lot of the time young people are taken advantage of, and that is what police want to see stop.
Those are the ones where we want to focus on, who are the true people who are committing the crime, who are driving the violence, whether it's through drugs, illegal weapon sales and everything. That's who we want to focus on, not some of these individuals who have been taken advantage at a young age.
Dombrowski says it takes a community to stop the violence.
Whether you work, live, or play in South Bend, you play a role. We have our different partners, whether for the Save Outreach team, through Goodwill, and we have different organizations, the numerous in the area, right? But if you're willing to step up, work to try and prevent our gun violence, prevent someone from going down that wrong path, if you're part of the solution, if you're trying to help, more power to you. We support that.
So how could the community intervene? WSBT-22 sat down with Save Outreach, a team that works with the city and community to reduce gun violence.
You have to engage the community. You can't just talk about it. You have to be out there. And the one thing about these youth are, if you're disingenuous, they can pick up on that right away and they shut down. So you have to be genuine about what you're doing.
The group believes the way to combat the violence is communication and meeting needs.
You understand the hierarchy of needs. And when you're hungry, how can I talk to you about nonviolence if your basic needs aren't being met? Okay, so we help to meet those basic needs and then have those conversations.
Their message to young people is you can change.
Just because you might have this block mentality now, or maybe you grew up and inherited somebody else's beef or somebody else's dislike, it doesn't mean you have to stay on that course, okay? And oftentimes, by the time our young men and women are able to realize this, they're either, looking down the barrel of a gun, they're dead, or they're in prison somewhere.
As WSBT-22 first told you last week, overall crime was down slightly from June to July in South Bend. While shots fired calls are down slightly, most of the calls that they receive are gun-related incidents. Save Outreach says that any gun violence is too much. In the studio, Juliana Ferfari, WSBT-22 News.
I'm John Paul. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.